What is up, guys? Welcome to this week's weekly recap. Today, I'll be going over the trades that I took, things that I can do now from now on, mistakes that I did, and yeah, let's get to it. So, going to the first day, Monday, obviously at all-time highs, we were expecting bullish, disrespecting bearish, so I am going to be bullish. Um, we ended up getting, let me see, a 3 minute inverse this day. Yeah, so we had this 3 minute here. We tapped this hourly fair value gap right here. We swept these lows and then this B shape 3 minute inverse right there. So that is when I went long. I had my stop around here below the C of the wick, just in case it wants to go down, tap C of the wick and then go up, which is pretty much what happened. Um, and for this day, I did want to see something like this happen. I'm pretty sure that it did happen. Let me see where ES was at this point. The thing is that, yeah, so ES was edging this low, but I still took this long just because I did really like it, and it was everything that I wanted to see happen on NQ. And since we're at all-time highs, I'll just expect for us to be bullish, and I don't want to like be too picky since all-time highs, and I already saw NQ do everything that I wanted to see it do. And yeah, then I said, okay, maybe yes, those go down and we get an SMT, and then we go up from there. But yeah, and then this trade, it edged my stop loss, as you can see. It pretty much, it almost tapped C of the week, and that saved me. And that's something that I always do. If just like a big wick like this, I'll have my stop below C of the week because it is a rejection block. We ended up getting an SMT with the low that I was talking about, I think right there. Yeah, so ES here swept this low and we had an SMT. So when I saw that, I was seeing if we inverse this 1 minute fair value gap, and we did, but we ended up opening up a 50 minute fair value gap. So I was gonna go break even there. It hit it and then boom, stop the break even. So yeah, break even trade there. And then after, there was a pretty A plus long for me, in my opinion. It was a mech. So let me see. And I took it on evals, I think. Yes, it was super clean, but it is an honest Monday and we're this choppy. So we ended up getting a receipt of the low. I think we had an SMT as well, like this low inside of the hourly gap. We had an SMT, yeah, with a low, and then boom, this B shape 1 minute inverse, bro. This B shape 1 minute inverse right here on field 5 minutes, so that's your break even. And I took this on eval, same thing with the stop below C of the wick, so right around there. Break even at the on field 5 minute. It hits it right there, and then boom, stop the break even. I was targeting these highs, and then it ended up hitting it, sadly. But yeah, unfortunate break even, but it is what it is. Now I would say that this is a pretty clean trade. The only thing that I didn't like is how choppy we were, and it was a non-use Monday, so that's why I was like skeptical about it. Mm, I think I did good by that, by being skeptical about it. But yeah. So ended up being break even. Here I'll show my whole weekly thing. Yeah, pretty bad, pretty ugly, but yeah. And yeah, that was it for this day. So now next day, let's see. And so Tuesday. Alright, so here again, I'm just gonna be bullish at all-time highs. I think I was bullish every day. Actually, no, I wasn't bullish every day. Bullish all-time highs. I was looking to get something like this. And there was a, where the fuck did it go? Here. Okay, yeah. So I was looking to take longs out of either this 50-minute fair value gap or what did I have here? Yeah, I mean, ideally, the lowest point was this hourly gap here, or this 15-minute fair value gap. Uh, we ended up opening up our hourly fair value gap here, and then there was this V-shaped 3-minute inverse. Um, so I went long right there, stop around velocity of the wick. My break-even point was this high, and target all-time highs. And yeah, I ended up getting stopped out. Now, um, what is wrong with this trade? We swept all-time highs pre-market, as you can see at 906, around there. Yeah, like not like 854, 854. And so I'm targeting a high that swept another high, and then my break-even point is a high that swept another high. So it's just really not that good. And also at this point, ES was pretty close to this low right here, which was a 15-minute fair value gap. So yeah, now I don't think it's a bad loss, but since we're all-time highs and you can just expect for us to continue going higher, but I don't think that this would be a good trade if we weren't at all-time highs just because of the targets. So yeah, if there was like more targets here, for example, like something like this, then sure, I think this would have worked out. Or if this high hadn't swept this high, then I think it would have worked out as well. But yeah, targets were higher resistance, so yeah, it's not that good honestly. Um, and yeah, that was pretty much it for today. This day, I don't really think there was anything else. Yeah, no. Okay, next day. Wednesday. All right, this day I was bearish. We ended up dumping after sweeping all-time highs. We had inverse this forward here, this one here. We also got a CISD breaker block. So I was looking to take shorts, bearish bias. I wanted to see this, and it's exactly what we got. Now my bias was wrong, and I'll go over why. It's not a bad loss. It was like a decent loss, but I'll go over it. So we had this 50-minute fair value gap, and if we zoom in again, so we had this. No, it's not a 4-hour fair value gap, or was it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so we had a 4-hour fair value gap, hourly fair value gap, and if we zoom in, we have a 15-minute fair value gap, and if we zoom in even more, we have this 5-minute fair value gap. So if we're gonna be bearish, the highest point I would want to see us go is this 5-minute fair value gap, and also this 5-minute fair value gap aligns super, like perfectly with this 4-hour CISD. So that was super nice. At open, we ended up. Oh, okay, there was also. Wait, what? Am I tweaking? Oh, let me go. Um, bum, bum. Okay, yeah, here. So there was also a pretty nice long. It was right at 9:30 though, the close, and I don't really like to take an inverse right at 10, at like 9:30. Like the close was right there at 9:31. I don't really like to take that, just because there's a lot of like volume volatility, and we can like do this and keep going down. I don't know, but we did respect this 50-minute value up here, and yeah. Then we ended up hitting this, which is the highest point I would want to see us go. Right, we got a receipt of this high. We had an on-field 5-minute fair value gap. We also tapped the 4-hour CISD. And then we had this V-shape 1-minute inverse, so that is when I went short. It edged my break-even point, and then I got stopped out. Now, at this point, if we go to ES is trading all the way down here, and so we had an SMT with this low, so the 815 low, 815 low, we had an SMT all the way down there. Um, I did see it, but I was ignoring it because I thought that the draw was lower, and I was seeing this as an AMD accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and also I did think that ES was gonna sweep, probably sweep this low, and I was gonna go break even there. And we didn't get that. I am recording, right? Yeah. And we didn't get that, but yeah. Um, and then there was a super nice long afterwards, which I only took on eval because I don't like to like I only take one trade on my funnel accounts, like my live account. So yeah. Um, I did think that this was A plus, and I still think that is A plus, but I mean I think it's a good loss. Honestly, I did really like it. It was exactly what I wanted to see happen. But maybe what I could have done better was wait for this 5 minute inverse and wait for ES to displace more, showing that we want to go to this low here, which was my draw, which is previously low. Because if we get this 5 minute inverse, we're getting more displacement. I feel like it would have been better. Something like that. I don't know. I think that would have been better and more like confirmation. So yeah. And also there's like a lot of liquidity, like just this 1 minute swing. We have an S&T here with all of these lows. So yeah, I don't know. And then after there was a super nice long, which I only took on my evals. So that we had at 10 a.m. we had a devil's mark. So I wasn't gonna take longs before we hit that. I know people took longs. What was it? Took this 2 minute inverse here out of this 5 minute here. But I do wait for the more discounted one if we have two. I do like to wait for the more discounted one. And we also had a devil's mark, so I'm just gonna wait for us to hit the devil's mark because it is a super high liquidity point. Now here we did get an SMT here with this high, and there was a 2 minute inverse, and we're coming out of this hourly gap. Now, just we're obviously going higher, but the only thing that this is good, and it's like alright, it's not a bad trade, is because we have a devil's mark and we're probably gonna trade there. And we have what, two on field 50 minutes, so yeah, there's SMT. So yeah. But then the long was which was super fucking clean. We hit the devil's mark and we traded below 10 a.m. open, hit the more discounted 15 minute, and then we had a V shape, what was it? There was this 4 minute and also this 2 minute. I took the 2 minute, so this right here, because I did had a lot of conviction on it, and I held just to ultimate high some because it was evals, and it was a pretty high RR. Damn, that was crazy. But yeah, and I made back all of the losses that I took here on my evals, and ended up being up 1500 on my top step. So yeah, it was a pretty nice. I think there was also a 5 minute. It was a really small 5 minute. I didn't even see it, but yeah, I think that 2 minute here was just super fucking obvious. So yeah, and I ended up going break even once we took this high, and yeah, and then we hit all time highs. Mm -mm -mm. There it is. So yeah, okay, next day. I think I don't know if I took any. Yeah, Thursday was a no trade day. There wasn't anything good. Pretty sure. Shit. Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday again, bullish bias. We had all of these low resistance liquidities. I was looking to take longs. We ended up hitting this. We were inside of this 4 hour fair value gap still. We also hit this 4 hour fair value gap. And we had an SMT with ES. Did we? Mm, I guess not. Whatever. Yeah, we had an on-field 5 minute here. So I was looking to take this 4 minute inverse, but we ended up hitting the 5 minute and we never got the close. There was a close on the 3 minute and the 2 minute, but the close wasn't that good. Like it was all the way up here. And that was your break even. So yeah, break even trade. And then there wasn't really anything that good after. Yeah, we just chopping, bro. There was a long after. I know some people took it. I didn't really like it. There was this 1 minute inverse, but bro, I don't like this at all. It did play out though. On field 5 minute here, equal highs, and yeah, it played out. The reason that I don't like it is just you're reacting out of this 5 minute intermediate low, and that's it. Like, look, we have this hourly fair value gap right there, bro. We also inverse this 15-minute fair value gap. Uh, it's not a trade I would take. It's not. I don't like it at all. Like after edging the hourly gap, it's not something I would take. So yeah, that was it for this day. And then yeah, Friday I was bullish and I was looking to take longs, ideally out of this hourly intermediate low. That was like the dream scenario. Um, you see, boom. Okay, yeah. So this day Trump decided to fucking dump the market, but we ended up making relative equal highs here with all-time highs. We opened up this 15-minute fair value gap, so I was looking to take continuation longs out of it. Um, we ended up respecting this 5-minute fair value gap as well. This 5-minute order block, I guess. This 5-minute order block here as well. Um, we ended up getting here a receipt of this low, and I was going to take this 1 minute here. We never got the close because the 50-minute opened up like here. We hit it, yeah, we never got the close. We got a receipt of the low. Um, we're still respecting the 50-minute, and then there was this B shape 4-minute inverse. So that is when I went long. I think I put limits. Yeah, this 3-minute order block. But yeah, I mean, the 4-minute close was right there. I honestly had a lot of conviction on this. Once I saw the 3-minute close, I just put limits at this 3-minute order block. I had my stop again below CE of the week. Actually, it was below CE of the week of the 15-minute. So right there, had it like around there. I got edged again. My initial break even was gonna be this high. Um, but we ended up chopping around for a good amount. And after chopping this much, and we respected the CE of this week. Like, I mean, yeah, we respected this week. And after chopping this much, and just look at how choppy we are, I just ended up going break even at this high. Like, I would expect distribution from here. I wouldn't want to see us stall here. And then Trump just decided to fucking tweet about tariffs, and we ended up dumping. So thank God I went break even there. Yeah. And then there was a short I could have taken. This one made inverse here, but I mean I wasn't really looking to trade there. So yeah, uh, here's my things and all. So yeah, that is it for this week, and peace out.